Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So it's morning now, right? It's been quite some time that I've actually shared a video, short video. I'm just going to create a very introduction description, explain to you research, what is research, and the research methodology and research methods. So I found a very good paper which I've kept quite a long time. Okay, it's written by this Rajasekar Pilominathan Chinna Tambi. So I want to use this as a basis for discussion. Okay, and so it specifically says that the topics considered in this write-up cover a part of research methodology paper of Master of Philosophy, MPhil, or Doctor of Philosophy. All right, let me get this a little bit bigger. Okay. So what is intended for students and research scholars of science subjects such as mathematics, physics, chemistry, statistics, and so on. But I believe that it is also applicable in other areas like engineering, management, and so on. Okay, so this actually describing what is research and so on. So let's look at what they have actually mentioned. What is research? Okay, research is a logical, yes, it's a logical and systematic search for new and useful information on a particular topic. Okay, so you want to find out and you want to answer certain questions. Okay, so you're searching for new information, which eventually you are going to come up with new knowledge. So it is an investigation of finding solutions to scientific and social problems through objective and systematic analysis. So the keyword is objective and systematic analysis. So that requires us to carefully look at the subject matter, the flow of thoughts, the flow of the development of the field, and subject area. So it is a search for knowledge that is the discovery of hidden truth. Here, knowledge means information about matters, things which are actually phenomena, our world that we live in. And you can continue. I can continue reading this. Be collected from different sources like experience. Well, that is through some qualitative studies. Actually, also record experiences and analyze them from human beings, okay, medical study, from books, journals, nature, and so on. So research can lead to new contributions to existing knowledge. So basically, like for example, in PhD, you want to actually contribute to knowledge. What is the novelty of your research? What have you discovered? What have you shown, proven, and so on? Right. So research is done with the help of study, experiments, observations, analysis, comparison, and reasoning. Okay, and you need to explain, you need to describe, you need to compare between different situations, between different contexts. Okay, and in fact, it is ubiquitous or ubiquitous. It's a very niche, special, small area. For example, we know that cigarette smoking is injurious to health, heroin is addictive. Cow dung is a useful source of biogas, produces methane, and so on. So we became aware of all this information only through research. More precisely, so in research, it seeks predictions of events, explanations. So a new budding researcher must always have this inquiring mind of don't get to the solution. Do not go direct to the solution. Let the process answer your questions. Okay, so that's why I find many researchers they jump to solutions. Okay, So you want to predict events, you want to know the relationships between, for example, blood pressure and your weight, for example, or your food that you eat, and so on. So, or even the relationship between the amount of X material that you put into the strength, the final strength of the component when you do machining, for example. Okay, and you create theories. Okay, you want to actually seek theories, right? So, what are the objectives of research? The prime objective of research are to discover new facts, to verify and test important facts, and to analyze an event or process or phenomenon to identify the cause-effect relationship. So we want to know a phenomenon, and we want to know what causes, the problem. Okay, what causes the effect. Okay, so we want to know the relationship. Developing new scientific tools. That's why you see the advancement of 4G to 5G, and God knows, okay, from large mainframe computers to very small computers, right? Uh, so you see that it's developing new tools, concepts, and theories to solve and understand scientific and non-scientific problems, to find solutions to scientific, non-scientific, and social problems as well. There's a lot of social problems. How do we actually ensure there is equity in the distribution of wealth in any country, for example, to overcome also a problem occurring in our daily life as well, our everyday life. But in companies with faced with challenge of demotivating staff, workers are not motivated to work. Um, so that's why you need to understand the context, the nature, the human behavior, which is in organizational behavior, for example. So what makes people do research? This is fundamentally important question. No person would like to do research unless there are some motivating factors. So what are your motivating factors? Why do you want to do PhD? So you want to answer for yourself. No one forces a person to actually get a PhD. But if you're in academia, if you're in a research institutions, you may want to consider pursuing a PhD. You want to solve a problem and to learn the process of solving the problem. Okay, PhD is a process of doing a research. Then you can continue doing the research. Of course, when you're in the academia, there will the benefits that carry along with the qualification of earning a PhD. And to get this degree and then get to teaching position in the college or research institution as scientists, research positions in countries, advanced countries, to solve the unsolved and challenging problems. So many problems, but my advice to always new budding researchers: do not solve the world's problem. Do not solve the world's problem. Solve, your specific small issues that you want, especially those doing PhD. To get joy of doing some creative work, to acquire respectability, to get recognition, and curiosity. Of course, we are curious of the so many things that is happening in this world, even beyond our field of study. Sometimes I'm basically an industrial engineer by training, and also quality engineering. So I want to know what are the things that actually make organization excellent. How do we make the organization excellent? And then curiosity to find new things, to serve the society by solving problems. Okay. Some students undertake research without any aim, possibly because of not being able to think of anything else to do. So this is not going to be beneficial, and sometimes for supervisors or mentors to the researchers, to the research, it's going to be difficult because first, the person who's doing the research must have the right motivation, right motivation as well, clear objective. That's very important. Okay, so I'm going to stop here. I'll continue in my next video. Hope you can stay with me and continue listening. If you have any questions, please email me or just jot down in the comment. My email is shahriyusuf@gmail.com. Okay, so thank you very much. I'll see you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi.